What's up guys, I'm Lawrence James and this is How to Mix Like DJ EZ. It's giveaway time guys. We are giving away an annual subscription to 5 lucky winners. To be in with a chance of winning, like this video and let us know in the comments who you think we should break down next. This could be your favourite DJ or a DJ routine you've always wanted to learn. Remember to both comment and like to be in with a chance of winning. This is one of the most famous routines and one of my favourite routines ever. This went viral years and years ago and has had millions and millions of views. And believe me, it's a tough one. The toughest part about it is just the actual speed in which DJ EZ performs. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and emulate it and also take away all the best bits from it so we can start adding that bit of skill into our DJ set. Now, full disclosure guys, this has taken me so long to get right at the speed in which the track is playing. So I'm going to give you the exact techniques that I used to try and get as close to DJ EZ as I possibly could. And believe me, it's tricky, but we're going to do it. If you're liking this video, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we upload a new video. So I've got 2 tracks up here. They're both old school garage tracks. Absolute classics. Battle by Wookie and All I Do, Bump and Flex Club Mix. So Wookie sounds like this. And then we have All I Do. So Wookie original tempo is around 135 BPM. And in the video I noticed he's got that even pitched up even further. He's got it around 140 BPM. So the first thing I'm going to do is set up a cue point on the incoming track and we drop it in on the word baby. So my cue is there. The next part is the breakdown section of this track. Here. We're going to activate a 1-beat loop. So that's the 1-beat loop that we're going to activate. And at this point is where we're going to start using the word baby with our hot cue. Now, we're going to turn master tempo off because we're going to need a pitch range. We're going to need this sound and we're going to need this sound. So I've just got it on +10 on our tempo fader because we're going to use the whole scale of the tempo fader. And this is kind of the main part of this breakdown, this tutorial, this skill is using the cue point and the pitch fader at the same time. So we're going to have these kind of sounds. If you're enjoying this DJ EZ tutorial, I have a part 2 ready for you inside of our DJ Hub. I've broken down an amazing DJ set from DJ EZ in Ibiza Rocks. And this is what you're going to learn. So come and take a look inside our DJ Hub for this tutorial and hundreds of DJ tutorials, mix breakdowns, how to mix like your favorite artists, and loads more. So in this exact routine, like I say, he's got it speeded up to around 140. So if I press play on this loop, we start off on a lower pitch. And it's super fast to do, and it took me forever to try and get to that speed. So what I did was I just slowed the track right down. So put this on plus 16 and lower it. So this is down to like 113 now. And then that gives us just an easier and a longer time to be able to get this. So we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stabs on each loop. So if we go, and just get that muscle memory and that routine going at this slower tempo, and then you can kind of speed it up a little bit. Speed it up even further. And just keep trying that, speeding it up gradually until you start to activate the muscle fibers in your arm. Try and get that speed up, get that speed going, because this is what it's all about, this kind of high speed, high hot cue energy play. And then all he does is he starts to accentuate the pitch. After he does the first section, which is like in 4 stabs like this, he starts to hold the cue button down a little longer just to get more of the word baby in it. So he starts off with a and then just start to hold it down at the end of kind of every phrase. And then he does it the opposite way on the high, so he goes. And then there's kind of another part to this. He changes up the pattern of it. So the pattern then becomes. So it's like. And then the final section is using the fader up and down a lot quicker. So it goes. Before he drops it in. So it's using that whole tempo width to give us this really cool sounding effect that absolutely sends the crowd wild when it eventually drops in. So let's break them parts down. We've got the first 4 stabs, which is this. Coming up and down. Holding it down at the end of that phrase. Then there's a similar section, but on the high pitch. And then second half of the routine is all the way down to the low. And then the final part of it is. So we're going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then gradually bringing it to its 0 position on the tempo fader like that. And then into it. So the way we practice this is we're going to slow it right down, minus 16 here, and we're going to start off with the first part of the routine, which is that 4 stabs, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first part of the routine, and the next part is right down to the lowest tempo, and it's a different pattern. It's and then we're going down, up, down, up. And then the final part is bringing that tempo slowly down to the middle section before we drop in our track. Hit play and we are into the track. So like I say, it might seem super technical and it will take some time, but definitely suggest doing it as slow as you possibly can, just to try and get all of that routine in, and then hopefully you can perform it in real time. And like I say, don't be too disheartened if you're not as quick, or you might be quicker than me, you might be quicker than EZ. So try it off slow as you can in them, break it down into 3 sections, play it as slow, and try and practice it on really slow before you build up. So that is how to DJ like DJ EZ. One of my favorite routines ever, one of my favorite DJs ever. That was a lot of fun to try and emulate and try and get as close as we can to DJ EZ. But the takeaway, guys, is using that pitch play with your tempo off. We have a habit as DJs as having that master tempo on at all times, but it's there to be used as another tool to start mixing. And you can add it to a vocal chop, an a cappella, and just try and create some patterns using it. If I go to a different part of this track and press play, and just have a little play around. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in another How to Mix Like very soon.